So this is going to be my very first journal flip through. I've never done one of these, so hopefully it's not overly cringe. But like, this is my actual journal. If you know of a way of plastic sleeving a B6 Plus Leuchtturm 1917 softcover journal, please let me know how you do that, because I again cannot find anything, and I'm looking for like a cover, kind of like how you get the A5 covers for Hobonichi Cousins or the covers for the Weeks, like this kind of plasticky cover. I want one for this to keep the stickers protected, and so I can't find anything. Please let me know if you know of anything. But I got these stickers on my journal, you know, little Peking cat, because this is basically my cat Freya, how she does anything. Don't perceive me. A little trilobite, or no, I'm sorry, that's not a trilobite. That's a isopod, a little pill bug. I actually have a stuffed one too. Antisocial book club, a little mushroom terrarium. I love this sticker. Hold on, partner, I'm overstimulated. And then obviously Coffee Monster Co. autism sticker, and if coffee empty, refill. Else drink coffee. Because I both like coffee and I am a programmer. So this is my journal, and we're gonna do a little flip through today. Let me move the camera a little closer so there's more detail. So when I started this was about, I think, March or April. I think April, when we first, March, when we first started really getting back into journaling. And so this was like my first page, my first foray into this. And I actually went in with the intention of not trying to make it perfect, just so that I wouldn't get like, crisp new notebook, I don't want to like mess it up. So I was literally just playing around with stuff. I had some stamps. I had this one stamp, and I used some colored pencils to color this in. I'm obsessed with mushrooms, if you haven't been able to figure that out by now. Also, Freerin. I love Freerin. And so I was just messing around, and then I actually had some stuff to write about. We went on a really nice date night, and then I went to a Renaissance fair where I perform with a Viking group now. I've been doing Ren fairs for I don't know how many years, probably more than 10, I think. And then I got this guy's card who made a really nice spoon that I used. Actually used that fair to eat stew that my friend Robin made at the fair. Homemade bread from my lovely lady, and Robin's barley stew, and I ate it with the new spoon that I got. And then I was working on an autism presentation for the Disability Advisory Committee at work, which is on my channel and is actually really well liked. I'm glad that turned out well. I got some fortune cookie fortunes, and this is when my fiance went on an LA trip, and I was holding down the fort. This was the day when I first got my roll-up desk, my first one, and oh, I love that desk. And we got some Demu. We like Pop Mart, and I really like Demu. And then this is a picture of my cat Thor exploring the new desk. It's beautiful. I love this desk, and it was in great shape, and it was local. I only had to drive to the other side of town, picked it up. Coffee shop days, going and just doing things in the coffee shop, talking a little bit about, stressed out, what's on my mind. And then this was a good day. We had a date night, and then we were going to have date night, and decided to stay home and just save money that night. But then my fiance pushed me to actually, like, let's just go to Home Depot and look at, paint colors for the paint color you want to paint your office. And I'm like, okay, well, we can go look, we can go check it out. And then we ended up actually like pulling the trigger on things and starting the process. We got paint, we started painting, and it was just incredible. Like, I will put things off, and I'll get like executive dysfunction or just anxiety about starting something, and then she'll just give me that little push to like go look, check it out, gather some details, and then all of a sudden we start like decluttering, moving the furniture out, covering stuff, and then actually preparing to paint. And we spend a weekend painting, which I think is coming up soon in here. But We got a joint Coffee Monster Co. order. I love the blob. Did my autism presentation at work. And then I had a great conditioning workout. More coffee shops, Offbeat Coffee. I had a really great vibe in there. I mean, this is when we were doing our painting. And then, here's where I gave my actual presentation, and that did super well. I got a lot of great feedback from that. And as you can see, like, I really like to decorate the borders of my pages with washi tape based on what I feel corresponds with like events or feelings in that day. I also like a lot of these like kind of, what would you say, old style vintage kind of like stamp stickers or just things like that. And so this has been just a lot of when we took care of her cousin's cats. And I think this is a picture of how my office is looking, and it's looking super great. I'm gonna do a tour video later. And I got these stickers from a friend, and they have like little cat butts. And so, but they took care of his cats, Coco and Mimi, and they are calicos. And so this is just perfect. Her niece's luau dance. And then I got my trailer this day, and we went on a cousin's food day and tried a bunch of food out in the Bay Area. And that's when I had probably the best Korean food I've ever had. I gotta remember the name of that place, but it was fantastic. I've never had such good Korean food. But fun days. And then this is also a continuation. We stopped by the Rose Garden, and I got this lovely picture of her. Coffee. We got Tram Coffee and Duck Huang banh mi's in Little Saigon in Sacramento are best combo. Lots of journaling. This was when I went to New York for the MuleSoft Connect conference. That was a whole quest undertaking. Literally everything that could go wrong went wrong on this trip when it came to the flight and everything. It was a mess. I got my hair cut for the first time in like 3 or 4 years. Work has been work, and actually dealing with an integration for ServiceNow with MuleSoft right now. It's kind of like what my work is right now. Show me the data. And then I found this really awesome skull with mushrooms growing out of it at, I'm not sure if it was Home Goods or I think it was World Market actually in Sacramento. And I picked that up, and I love that thing. It looks so nice. Her birthday trip, and we went to the Bay Area for her birthday and did stuff. Moonbelly Bakery, love their cardamom buns, super yummy. And I really liked this thing where I put like this like vintage paper kind of thing, and then I put the like oldish kind of style mushroom stamp on it. I really thought that was pretty. And then I love this mushroom cloche sticker, and these are a lot of the things I got from Hobby Lobby, and a couple like stickers from the Cozy Stationery Friends Club D-Stash with the SF Pen Show. And so this was me talking about getting into filofax and rings and going off to the Bay Area and picking up some antiques. And I actually did get a really nice new chair for my office that I'll show sometime soon. And this is the spread that I made for the SF Pen Show. Like all the washies, pretty much, all the stickers, all the things in here are all from the Pen Show. And so Kubo and Lucy, all the stamps we did. The cat resont. I love this thing so much. And the Cozy Stationery Friends Club. And then more stickers. And this is what I was talking about in some of my other videos of just like Joy Journal, just putting things in here. Like, when am I going to use this massive jet pen sticker? So I'm just like putting them in here because they are from that event. And so it's just part of the ephemera from that event. And so this will help like move the pages along so I can finish off this journal without just like, rushing through it, making it not nice. And then this can be, archived, and then I can move into my A5 journal. And so more SF Pen Show. And then finally, actually attending the Pen Show, And then, I got another roll top desk, so now I have two in my office. And again, I love this whole mushroom art, vintage mushroom stamp sticker on top of the vintage paper. And then this is such a nice spread too. I've been spending time doing like LaTeX templates, so a lot of my inserts, all of my inserts that I'm doing and printing for my 6 rings and all of this, they're all done with LaTeX. And so I've been actually finally getting around to learning more about it, which is what I've always wanted, but doing that solely because I'm making templates for my 6-ring organizers. And so that's been really fun to finally figure out and get working. And now I have really nice templates that are fully custom and that I'll be selling. Lots of really nice. Sterling ink has such lovely vintage looking dark academia-like stickers. Sterling ink is incredible. And then these are like pieces of ephemera from a pasta container, a pasta bag that we got and we made pasta from. And I just really liked the different pieces of the ephemera. We went and got through, we went through SAC and got a couple different pieces of furniture that my fiance wanted, because we've been stalking Facebook Marketplace and grabbing stuff. So like my whole office, all the furniture is basically Facebook Marketplace antiques, which, funny enough, a lot of this has been cheaper than what stuff we're replacing, which is like IKEA furniture. And so it's actually been cheaper to just do antiques that are nice, solid wood and just beautiful than IKEA furniture, which is more expensive and lower quality. So it's actually been a mind trip. So we're like, maybe we should just start with antiques to begin with. But still loving the vibe of this spread. And then I was talking about all of my washi tapes and another Temu order. And one of the things I've been wanting to do is actually get, so like I like these stickers that are cut to like stamps. And what I wanted to do is be able to get ephemera and then, cut it out from something and then turn it into a stamp. And I couldn't find just the straight stamp punch because it's all like Europe products, or like they're not, nobody in America, none of these companies have it in their American like warehouses or listings. And so it's been impossible. I go on these rabbit hole quests searching for something specific and I can't find anything. But then we found it, but they're European listings and they're out of stock. So I ended up buying this like edge cutter, so it does like one of these edges, from Temu, and I found a like rectangle or square punch from Amazon. And so then this is actually a picture of my friend's dad from the local paper, and I square punched and then did the stamp punch on the edges, and it's perfect. So it's 2 punches things that it finally gets it done, and I'm like, fine, this is good enough for now. But playing around with more stickers, and then I call this my Emerald Barkley spread because all the washies and these stickers are all from my friend Emerald Barkley, who is a very talented artist. I also have one of her paintings, which I need to put back up in my office. And I ordered like 3 things, and she sends me a pile of stuff. Love you, Emerald. Thank you. And definitely check out her stuff. emeraldbarkley.com. I just know her from, or her main area I usually go to is Instagram. But also this is all of Emerald stuff, and it's just really gorgeous. So definitely check her out. And that's kind of where the journal's at right now. That was March to September. And I still need to finish off the rest of the Leutsch term. Like I'm like a third of the way through, page 43 out of how many pages? 123. So literally a third of the way through. So I'm going to be doing more stuff like the SF Pen Show joy journaling kind of thing, like this, where I'm actually going to just be like putting more stuff related to the event. That way I can actually like still get the feel and vibe of like memories are being stored, and I'm actually putting things in here that are going to jog those memories and make me remember that stuff without feeling like I'm just trying to burn through the space to get to the next medium, which I am, but in a way that is a little bit less rushed. And that is my very first journal flip through. 6 months worth, actually. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and yeah, till the next one.